Happy Vlogmas, everybody. In today's video, we are gonna do another taste comparison ranking of something that everybody loves. Well, most people love to drink when it's Christmas time and it's cold outside, and I'm gonna give you one guess as to what that is, and that is hot chocolate. So I had this idea while I was in the store to grab as many brands as possible that I could, and I found 6 different brands. They're all basic, just your basic hot chocolate, nothing fancy. And we're gonna try them and compare them and see which one we think is the best hot chocolate out there and which one we think is the worst hot chocolate. So come join us for this lovely adventure while we taste test the wide world of store-bought hot chocolate. Let's go.
We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. Can promise Santa.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, her in my bag, yeah. They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, her in my bag, yeah. Snowfall frozen, neck is frozen, catch me rolling, I'm the chosen. Snow is falling, Elfie's calling, check my list twice, most of y'all done. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, her in my bag, yeah. They say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, her in my bag, yeah.
Alright, so now we have mixed up all of the hot chocolates. We stuck with the same recipe for all of them except for the Hershey's cocoa one because it actually asked for other things. But everything was made with 1 cup of milk instead of water, so that way they all have the same base and it's the same level playing ground for the most part.
Yeah, most of them were 6 ounces, but there were a couple that were 8, so we just made them by direction, but it's just milk, so 6 or 8 ounces of milk in each one of them.
So, the first one on the list is the Starbucks Hot Cocoa Double Chocolate. So, we're gonna give this a try. And we're gonna rank these on a scale of 1 to 6, and 6 will be the worst out of the group, and number 1 will be our favorite. So here we go with Starbucks hot cocoa double chocolate. It's not bad. Definitely doesn't. It's not very sweet.
But you can definitely taste the chocolate, so it's not bad.
It's more like a dark chocolate,
yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
It's a little creamy.
Yeah. It's really kind of dark chocolatey with a little bit of hints of water in there, which, but it doesn't taste bad.
So initially, I'm gonna say this is like middle of the ground. It's not my favorite. We'll just start it somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rank them till at least I get a couple in, then I can kind of position them where they are.
Okay. All right, well, next up is the Archer Farms Hot Cocoa Dark Chocolate. This is the Target brand, and again,
it's the closest we found to regular, like hot chocolate.
Yeah,
so.
for Target brand.
Yeah.
So, ooh, the mug's actually really warm. Okay, so this tastes more like, this tastes a lot more like hot chocolate to me. Like when you think hot chocolate, this is what I think of. It's definitely got, and it's dark chocolate, which I honestly felt like the Starbucks had more of a dark chocolate flavor. This to me is a little bit sweeter.
Yeah, it has a lot more flavor to it.
Yeah.
The Starbucks was a little watery, I felt like, even though it was in milk for some odd reason. There's like a watery flinch to it. That actually tastes pretty good.
Yeah, it's not, this is weak.
Yeah, it's got a little more like a chocolate pudding kind of flavor to it.
Okay, so the third one we're gonna try is the Hershey's Cocoa, and you make it by the recipe on the box, which was a pinch of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So this was kind of a concoction. So we'll see what this tastes like. Wow, it's actually good.
Yeah, it's definitely more sweet chocolate. It's definitely more like a sweet chocolate. You can taste the vanilla. Yeah.
And it's interesting you put like a pinch of salt in it too. So.
Yeah.
All right, so 4th on the list is going to be your run-of-the-mill Swiss Miss chocolate. This is you go to the grocery store, everybody picks up a package of Swiss Miss, so.
Swiss Miss.
Yeah, that's nostalgia. That's like, yeah. That one's a little bit creamier. That one's closer to the Archer Farms.
Yeah, but a lot sweeter than the Archer Farm. So this is very much like the Archer Farms, but this has a lot more sweetness to it, like a lot more, like a really sweet bite, where that is more of like a dark chocolate.
All right, so this next one is totally new to me. It's called Abuelita.
It's from Nestle though, so it's...
Yeah, and there's a way to make it with espresso, but I decided to just make it straight up hot chocolate mix. We'll try a variation with the espresso next time.
Yeah, they call it Mexican style instant hot chocolate mix.
So,
Never tried this before.
it's supposed to be like how your abuela made it. My abuela never made me hot chocolate.
Put some rum in it, should probably make that.
Okay, so this is different. It's got cinnamon. You can taste the cinnamon. So I wonder if this is more of like a, oh my god, I don't know what they're called, but this isn't bad. It's not like any of the other ones, for sure. I have to say, I think that might be my favorite right now.
You get an overwhelming smell of cinnamon too as you take a sip too. It's like very, very cinnamony.
But I like that. It's different.
Yeah, it's got a lot more cinnamon than chocolate flavor to it. So if you like cinnamon, I think you'd really like that one. It kind of feels more like holiday spicy because it's got the cinnamon, and you get a little bit of chocolate and then kind of a taste of a water behind it.
I would be interested to know what this tastes like with some coffee in it.
Because the directions specifically say it should have coffee in it.
Yeah,
so.
and we didn't have any coffee ready, so I didn't.
I don't like coffee. So.
He is not a coffee drinker. I am a coffee drinker. All right, so the last one we have to try is the Dolly brand hot cocoa. It is a double chocolate, so it should hopefully taste a little bit like the Starbucks. Again, I'm going with the weaker taste.
it's got like a, so it's very weak taste on the chocolate. It's very kind of watery to me. And then there's something like there's like an aftertaste that just doesn't really taste very good. I don't know what it is. I don't really care for that one very much at all. The first tray, it's kind of like the Swiss Miss, but then once you get to that aftertaste, it really kind of kicks it down some. So you want to go first with your top 10?
Number one, and I think number one for me is gonna be the Abuelita, just because it's different. And number two for me, I think is gonna be the Hershey's Cocoa. I thought that had a really good flavor to it. Number three is probably, I'm gonna have to taste again.
Go for it.
Give me a, I don't have to. It's a toss-up between the Archer Farms and the Swiss Miss. Okay, Swiss Miss. Alright, Swiss Miss is 3. And then I'm gonna go with the Hot Cocoa Archer Farms. And then I'm gonna say the Ghirardelli. And then the last one for me is the Starbucks Hot Cocoa.
Wow, that's different. I didn't see that coming. I figured the Ghirardelli would be last. Let me give a sweet, the good old-fashioned Starbucks.
Yeah, it's just really watered down to me. And it has 2 recipes on the box. So it has a recipe that you make with milk and it has a recipe that you make with water and coffee. I feel like it's made for the water and coffee.
So, I don't know. It's hard to put the Hershey's Cocoa up here because we had to add a lot of extra ingredients with the other pieces that we added to it.
But we're going on flavor.
Yeah.
So
this is a little bit more difficult to make if you just want to put a pack in a cup and stir. So just remember that. Wow. It's like
so what's your number? What do you think your number one is?
I know number 6 is Ghirardelli for me. I didn't like that one at all. I would say number 5 is probably Starbucks. Again, I'm not a big coffee drinker, so I bet you if you add coffee to that, people who like coffee are gonna like the Starbucks better than I do, but it's just doesn't have the taste profile for me. The other ones are really difficult. I like the Abuelita one is interesting, but to me, it's not really a hot chocolate. It's more of a cinnamon drink to me. So it's kind of hard to rate it that high, but it does taste good. It really does taste pretty good. I'm gonna go Abuelita is 1 because I do like cinnamon, but again, if you're a staunch hot chocolate fan, that may not work for you. I'm just giving you a heads up if you want to try that. I would go 2nd would be Archer Farm. 3rd would be Hershey's, and it's not because of the taste so much. I think the taste is a little bit better than Archer Farms, but it takes a little more work to make the Hershey's, so that's why I gave the Archer Farm a little bit of a lead. Then I went to Swiss Miss because to me, it's never been great since I was a kid, so it's good hot chocolate if you need a quick hot chocolate, but it's not very good. Again, the Starbucks would be 5th, and then the Ghirardelli, I really didn't like the Ghirardelli because that aftertaste that it had.
Yeah. And you can find all of these at Target. That's where I picked them all up. This is not an ad, nor was it sponsored by anybody. I'm gonna throw that out there. This was purely us having a craving for hot chocolate and wanting to find what's gonna be the best for this holiday season, because it's about to get chilly for us. So
yeah, but the best really is to get your own chocolate and melt it and add some heavy cream and stuff to it. But if you don't have time for that, I think these will suffice.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments below, what is your favorite hot chocolate? What do you like to do? Now, granted, we didn't add any whipped cream or marshmallows to any of these because that is another staple that we like to add, but we just kind of wanted to get the pure sense of the beverage that we were having. So let us know in the comments below what your favorite hot chocolate is and how you guys like to stay warm when it's cold outside.
Yeah.
So that's gonna do it for this adventure. We will see you guys tomorrow for another vlog.
Yeah.
So happy Vlogmas!
Happy Vlogmas.